So first play of the season, we had Stafford High School. And, this is my first game. This is my first season starting from the beginning all the way up. So first game of the season, you're always kind of nervous, trying to break that shell and get used to the norm of getting back to high school football. So really, this play was designed. We had the trips formation, we had the jet concept, we had the go gadget, which is the go and the out. That overhanging backer wasn't flowing to his spot all game, and we was trying to pinpoint that with that 10 yard out, and he finally decided to flow out. So just the connection me and Carson had, the chemistry, he just threw it up. When I looked back and I was like, why is the ball coming this way? And I was just like, oh, okay, let's go up and get it. So that's really just my thought process through that. My job was just only to clear out the corner, and which I did. So that's really what happened. That was really my thought process.
And so there at the end, you kind of had to adjust to the ball. It looked like it was a little short. So what's going through your head in the moment? Just get the ball.
So when I look back, the ball was coming up. So I look back down to see where the corner was, so I can position myself. And then when I look back, the ball's falling kind of short, and I just had to reposition myself, get behind him, and I really had to just snatch it over his head. That's really what happened. I mean, usually later down that season, the ball never really falls short. I really had to run under it and go get it from their point. But it was kind of a late read. He easily could have ran it, but he gave me an opportunity. I was grateful for the opportunity. I had to taking full advantage of it for sure.
Is that a situation where y'all go back on the sideline and you're like, yeah, we scored, but hey, just give me a little bit more space in the corner or something?
I didn't complain. I mean, from the results, I didn't complain. So I was just like, next time, I mean, throw it up again.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
All
one
right.
just
Well,
throw
let's.
it. I'll just talk briefly throughout these. So this play, we started out, we came out the game slow, and I told coach, I was just like, hey, we need to set the tone. So I just throw me one, went and got it, and then that's really what happened. I mean, the score was 3-0 at this time. We are coming out very slow. This one, I was really having a one-on-one all game. Ran a quick little out, didn't work out. We had scramble drill, and I ended up diving and getting that one. This play, we had the levels concept, just reading the backers, caught it in between the backers, broke a couple tackles, and got the first down. Just really using my size to my advantage. This was later in the game. We had like mesh concept. The safeties wasn't really out there, so I just sat in the zone and got a ball and just go score the touchdown.
So on that last play, right? Oh, let me pause it. That last play where you kind of just sit in that spot, is that a read you made based on the
Yeah.
defense, or that's what the play called for?
So it really depends what covers they run. My responsibility was to go towards the middle, which is called like an OTB, like over the ball. But if
Okay.
he's sitting there, why go there? I mean, it's really common sense. So just find a sweet area, and I told him, I said, hey, the safety, he's not really in his right mind. So let's go ahead and just pick off of him. And I was just like, hey, if it's there, I'm gonna sit there because I know I have the rail route coming out, so the corner will clear out. So I was just like, if this open, I'm just gonna sit there, and that's
Gotcha.
really what we said.
So that's your read you're making, and the quarterback is reacting to you being open, essentially.
So this play, really the same thing. Just to see where the safeties were. Those safeties over the middle, he flew out. I gave him a little move, sat in his zone, got a ball. Right here, the corners were they were soft. So we just ran a kind of like a 41, just quick screen, let me run and go to work, and then got in the end zone. So it was our first time playing Randall. The linebackers weren't really disciplined, so we ran like China concept, slant type, and we ended up just picking off those backers. Right here, I didn't really like this play personally because I slipped, but we had a crosser and it was wide open. Tried to make a move and then yeah. So nah. This is really late in the game. We're trying to set the tone. We're losing, and I'm just trying to motivate the offense to get back and just start clicking. Like yeah, so we're really down. This one was just a little fade route to the end zone. I had to mismatch and then just use my body to win. So first game playing Marshall, we had a little mesh concept. Tried to get some separation. I can pipe it up the middle, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. This one right here, I could have gave a little bit better move, but it was obviously a pass interference. But you got scramble drill, had to work with the quarterback, and then this was really to decide the game. It was tied up at 21 in the fourth quarter, so that really came clutch.
So that's what you're talking about. That's the track speed kicking in because you pulled away. They
Yeah,
had
yeah.
an angle, and you erased the angle with your speed.
Yes, sir.
And so, all right. So in that situation, you catch the ball, you turn, you see two guys. You see enough green there. You know you're going to score, or you just kind of like, are you ready to make a move, or you just know you're going to get to the sideline?
I mean, what goes through my head? I'm just like, I'm one of the fastest kids in the state of Texas. Let's just run. Let's run. So that's really what's going through my mind.
Okay.
Right here, my first game really working slot. We had the jet sweep concept. We didn't set the edge, so I had to like a little bit of room and just kind of get in there, get some positive yards. This one they were in a cover two, so we just tried to pinpoint that safety. So if he went with that post, we throw the go. If he went with the go, we throw the post over the middle. So it kind of worked out in our favor. This game, my first game on special teams, and probably a humbling experience. You'll see once the play goes. So I catch it, try to create some wiggle room, try to fade between the blocks, and then I end up going down the sideline. I get lay hit by the punter, and I was like, okay, let's the guy shaky there. But this one, it was a lot of good blocks. I was just trying to set my feet and start running again. I got tripped up, and I was looking to the end zone. I was like, man, we had a one-on-one call here. The corner unfortunately got injured in that game. So we were just, I mean, you can't really control what happens, but we was going to take advantage of that safety. So that's really what happened. Uh,
And so that play, they kind of threw it to the corner with you knowing it was going to be close to the sideline. You had to make the adjustment on the ball.
yes, sir.
So your recall on these plays is good. Like the situation, the defense that they were in. I know for you it's probably simple. You look at you can quickly glance to know what kind of defense they're in. But the situation, the down and distance, the score, like it's impressive recall.
Yes, sir. So we're starting off this game very slow. It was 14-7. We had them pinned, so it was a punt. It was a little line drive, solid to bounce, and I just tried to get good field position and just beat them one blocks. That's you got to get, but it is what it is. You got to get as much as you can, and we end up scoring that drive, so I can't really complain. This one was the ensuing kickoff. Uh, like I said, it just beat them. It beat them one blocks, and you got to make up for it. You just got to be the better athlete and just try to get as much as you can. So every kickoff return I had, really, it just I got over the 40-yard line, which is a great field position for offense. So yeah, so this play we were working on it. Me at slot, just running vertical, clearing out because I knew people were trying to double me, and they end up doubling me, and it didn't work out. So that was really just like the good thing about it.
So on that play, like off the line, it seemed like they tried to get hands on you. And
Yeah, it
I mean,
did.
what are you
So the
doing? Like, are you too quick? Are you dipping the shoulder? Like, what's your preparation for somebody trying to press you?
It's just simple. Like they try to put hands on you, just kind of working at your swim move, like just getting them off of you and all that stuff. So it really works. My center of gravity and my body weight just take care of just not be getting off my feet. So I just knew like, okay, we lift weights, so somebody shouldn't just be able just to tap me and I fall over. So just getting their hands down and just getting through because originally that ball wasn't supposed to come for me. It was supposed to come for that vertical, just going up the seam, but I had him beat and he knew that, so he just threw it up for me and it ended up working out. Okay, so this play we can pause it here. I'm gonna elaborate on this play a little bit before it happens. So they have the ball. We're up probably like maybe 14 or 21. Our corner gets a pick, and my coach pulls me. He pulls me by my face mask. He was just like, "Hey, we're gonna close this game out. We got you on the one-on-one. We're gonna hit you. We're gonna go deep. We've been looking at this corner. He's slow footed. He's big, but he can't run with you. So all right, cool. We go. All right, bet. Let's go." So we ended up doing this, just running vertical. The ball was perfectly placed, and one thing my head coach said is that these type of plays are made for Sundays. So just being able to create plays, reverse the field, and all that stuff. This is what he said. This is what you're gonna get on Sundays and not Thursdays and Fridays. So that was really impressive for me. Backtrack to what we said about Coach Nagel just rushing the routes. You know, as you see, I come off and I hurry up and break it off. I kind of break it off at the 18-yard line. I was supposed to break it off at the 20. I see that open area. I was like, okay, we got to get there now. So that's really what he's talking about, just being patient in the routes and not trying to throw off the concept. Gave a move, and we got to the crib. So that was really just my film there. Um, could have been a lot of stuff improving, but next season we gonna plan on just capitalizing on everything that I did.
And so how often are you watching film and going back and breaking down your film? Like what? How often do you do that?
I do it every day. I still watch my highlights to this day. Just coming back from summer camp, just really just looking at what I need to work on and how I work on it. Especially and I don't just look at highlights. I look at the lowlights too. I watch every play of the game just to see what I'm doing, if I'm blocking, if I'm going to get somebody, if I'm going down the field to block the last person that I need for the running back to break free, all that type of stuff. So I'm just not the type of person just to watch all my highlights and just be like, okay, I did that. I need to work on some no lights. So when I get back into that situation, like, okay, we're not gonna do this what we did last year. We're gonna go get somebody. We're gonna pick up somebody. We're gonna block more than one person and all that type of stuff.